Hello everyone, this is Storm 11 here. Today we'll be looking at the weather for the United States, plus a system that can develop out of the Atlantic, and also for a nor'easter to develop for the Northeast. And before I start this video, guys, I highly recommend for y'all to hit the red box that says subscribe button. Wherever you hit that subscribe button, there's a bell icon on the right side. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. Also, leave a like on the video. And it helped my channel a lot for doing all these things. Now let's go ahead and get started with the GFS model. And I do got some news from the models, but I'll talk about that towards the end. So let's look into the GFS model. There's your nor'easter developing in the southeast. Then this is something a little bit difficult to forecast here because it's going to be snow first, then it's going to be into rain. Because you got a warm front there. So it's going to start as either snow or a mix for folks up there. Especially for Maine, it could be snow or it could be sleet or freezing rain. Freezing rain probably cannot rule that out so far. Maybe from Vermont and New Hampshire as well. Remember that I was talking about this Clipper system a few days ago? Talk about the possible nor'easter could develop for that system. Well, it's not really showing that anymore, but it can bring some snow showers for the northeast as well. Now, if we continue on, we got a stationary front that forms just from Rhode Island and Connecticut all the way through the Ohio Valley down back into Texas area. And because of stationary front, then we get a low pressure system that comes off the Rockies and that develops, bringing some pretty good snow behind it in the Rockies area. Then it pushes northeast. Now this is something we got to keep an eye on because there could be some severe weather stretching from southern Ohio for Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi. Could be some Arkansas for Louisiana and Texas. Those areas will be included for the severe weather chance. In the GFS on the cosmology wants to show, like on the first day for severe weather, whenever that develops, close to an enhanced risk for down to Texas, and a slight risk on the second day, which is supposed to be a squall line for thunderstorms. But then it changes course, it starts to move northeast. Now this is another thing we gotta watch here, folks. Look at this trough here. This is a major trough. You got like polar vortex going on here. But when you look at it, if this cold air could get here on time, there could be a chance for a snowstorm for the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes region. Can't really say that for right now for the GFS model, but we'll look into the Euro model in just a moment. See, that trough hangs around for a couple days. There's a storm system that I'm going to talk about soon, later in the forecast here. And another cold front, kind of weak, then system after system, and that'll be a big system there, but things will likely change since that's 384 hours out. Now, there's some news here on the GFS model. This is a test model that this model will be replaced with the old one, so this will be the brand new GFS model. Hopefully, it could be better than the older version. We just got keep our hopes up for that. I think the next update is going to be in January, adding in some new tools. Alrighty, so let's look at the tool precept. Not too much rain to show here. The best chance for like flooding concerns will be from like around New York State and Ohio. Now there is something to look at up in the northwest. For Oregon and Washington, there's supposed to be like a river or something, river of moisture coming in. That could bring tons and tons and tons of rain and probably a lot of snow in the mountain ranges as well. That's something we're going to keep an eye on. So, it's just all eyes on that storm system that develops here, then changes its course up like that. But if we get that trough to get there, or the cold air in there just in time, behind that cold air, just in time, we may get some snow for the Ohio Valley It's a small chance for right now, but that's just for the GFS model. Now, if we look at snow totals for the GFS here, total snowfall, not too much to look at. I don't think there would be 6 inches of snow in Kansas, really. Probably a little bit overdone. Maybe get some snow showers or flurries to pop up and maybe get snow totals as high as 3 inches in a few spots for like Minnesota, Wisconsin, most certainly for Northern and Southern Wisconsin Central. Not going to get much. But Michigan, though, you could get a widespread 2 inches of snow. While in the Northeast, isn't too much for them up there. Now, if we go ahead and go to the Euro, so this is right now at 4 o'clock in Easter time. If we go 12 p.m. on Saturday, we get to see that snow try to come up with that warm front. Low pressure systems like over Delaware and New Jersey right now at that point of time. If we go to midnight on Saturday, when the cold temperatures temperatures go down, we get some sleet and freezing rain up in Maine, while on the backside of the low pressure system, probably try to get some snow to come up. 2 p.m. on Sunday, moves out. There's a clipper system, but that's not gonna bring much along with it. 9 a.m. on Monday, not too much to talk about. Get some snow up there in the mountains. Keep it more central here. 8 a.m. on Tuesday, we get a system. Now, we got to watch this area here. This could affect a lot of people. 5 a.m. Actually, that's a little far up. Now, we're starting to see that cold front developing there. If we go to 11 a.m. on Wednesday, there's your severe weather threat stretching from Ohio through Kentucky, Tennessee, and all those other states down to Texas. 5 p.m. on Wednesday, the Euro wants to show a lot of severe weather, or most certainly a squall line in Kentucky and Tennessee. We're all going to have to see what's going to happen there, because that's a very healthy line of severe thunderstorms. And I'll make a video on that soon, because that's on Wednesday. And that's also during Halloween. So since I live in Kentucky, there could be some major delays for Halloween on that night. So that was a little bit of the Halloween stuff. Now we got another low pressure system, more of a clipper. 11 a.m. on Friday, there's a low pressure system bringing in some snow on the backside with flurries and snow showers all over the place in the Midwest and the Northern Plains. Let's go to midnight on Friday night. We get to see that low pressure system get close, and snow could go as far as Arkansas. It's really one to rule that out for flurries down in northern Arkansas. I would highly doubt it. At 12 p.m. on Saturday, the low pressure system passes through the Ohio Valley. Snow is a possibility. This is what we're talking about. Now, this clipper here could bring a good amount of snow. So there could be a snowstorm potential. If you see like let's go back. If you see snowflakes like in the yellows and the greens like that, that's some pretty heavy snow is what you're talking about there. In rain, it's about 4/10 of an inch. That's probably equivalent to probably near an inch of snow per hour. So that's quite a bit of snow is what to show for in the Euro. Let's look at rain accumulation first. So there's 3 days, so here's 10 days. A lot of rain going on for the Northeast, the Midwest, and the Ohio Valley. Now this is up here what I'm talking about, the river there. Probably seeing up to 8 inches of rain possible. Maybe 10 around the Seattle area up in Washington State. While around here in the Northeast, pretty much just a general 2 to 5 or 6 inches of rain for the most part for the next 10 days for a good amount of people up there. Now for the snow. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. 10 inches. Close to that. in Indiana and Ohio. This is what we're talking about, that chance for a snowstorm from a clipper system. We'll go over here, probably up to a foot, so this could be a snowstorm to really look into, and that's going to be late next week when that's going to happen. Then it pushes up north through Michigan and then goes up into Canada. Now that's stuff I really gotta watch. That is pretty rare to see around the Ohio Valley area in November. I think we had that before back then, but it's still very strange to see that if this happens. Yeah, 10 inches of snow right there on the Indiana and Ohio state line. That's something we really got to watch. Alrighty, now that severe weather that I was talking about, let's look into the Storm Prediction Center. Day 1, yeah, let's actually go to day 1 because there's a slight risk for severe weather for the coast of North Carolina. Tornadoes up to 5%. Wind and hail is also up to 5% along there. Not too much to talk about there. Some severe weather. Nothing for those 2 days. And yes, they are talking about that system. And they are thinking about for a slight risk to be issued there. Alrighty. Since we got that out of the way, this is the system we're going to be talking about. And this disturbance here, it's got a 90% chance of developing for the next 48 hours and 5 days. Now, this is going to be more of a fish storm, but this island here, the Bermuda area, could see a chance of getting hit by it, but right now it's just going to take its track on this way for right now. So, if we look at a picture of it, you can see here it's just lots of showers and thunderstorms along there. It's going to be more of a subtropical storm from what I've heard from a couple people. So we're just glad to see how that's going to go. Keep in mind this is going to be more of a fish storm. Probably reaches limited category 1 is a possibility from that storm system. If we actually look at the GFS, 95L out of the Atlantic. See, it's not that bad of a storm system to really talk about. Maybe getting a little bit strong, but that's not too much. It's around probably tropical storm winds. It's going to be limited at category 1 around there. Because there's not too much of forward waters there because of forests that went through there on a similar path. Alright, so that's all I got for y'all guys today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this U.S. forecast for about everything. Just don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and hit the like button. All this stuff will help a lot on my channel. I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.